geez, Rick, I'm back from the bookstore.
Oh, hey, Morty. You got that book that I wanted? You got that book that I wanted, Morty?
Well, I did better than that, Rick. I got you 12 books. I got you 12 books instead of one book. I got you a dozen books.
Morty, if I wanted you to get 12 books, I would have told you to get 12 books. Who the fuck told you to get 12 books? I just wanted one. I just wanted one book.
Oh, geez, Rick. I was just trying to do something nice for you. I saw these books and I thought you might like them. Can you at least check them out? I picked them out just for you. 12 books, just for Rick.
All right, Morty. Let's see what you picked out here. Let's look at them books.
Here they are, Rick. Don't they all look good? They all look like they're gonna be good books.
I thought I told you to go to the bookstore, Morty, not the piece of shit store. You brought back 12 pieces of shit, Morty. What am I supposed to do with this? I asked for one book, and you give me 12 pieces of shit. You didn't even bring me back the one book that I wanted, Morty. I asked for one specific book, and you didn't even bring me that one. What the hell, Morty?
Oh, geez, Rick, I'm sorry. They didn't have Transmopulence 4, Tales of the Humpback Galaxy. They didn't have that in stock. I just had to pick from these books.
God damn it, Morty. That wasn't even the book that I wanted. I wanted Transmopulence 5.
What the hell is a Transmopulon anyway, Rick? What are you reading?
Your grandpa's into some weird shit, Morty. Yeah, I'm not proud of it, but it gets me going. Like it's just so good, Morty. You gotta read it. Well, actually, you know what? Don't read it. It's just for Grandpa. It's Grandpa's book.
Whatever, Rick. I think I'm gonna try this book out. This book looks really cool. Look at that cover. It looks amazing.
You know what, Morty? That actually looks like a pretty cool book. I think I'm gonna try it out. Maybe you're not a piece of shit after all, Morty.
What the hell is going on here?
Drive, Morty, drive! We gotta get out of here!
Oh, geez, Rick! Oh, we gotta get out of here!
So for today's video, it's going to be my June book haul. All the books that I acquired in the month of June. I did buy a pretty good amount of new books, which in the past I usually didn't do. I would much rather buy used copy of books, especially for books that I haven't read yet or don't know too much about. But ever since I've joined BookTube, I've pretty much gone away with that, and I've just bought new books that I'm excited about and that I can't wait to read. It's just a never-ending cycle now. Like I read a bunch of books every month, and then right after that I buy a whole bunch of other books that I know I'm going to get to, but it's just an endless cycle of buying and reading, buying and reading, buying and reading. Anyway, I have 12 books to talk about here, so let's jump right into it. The first two books that I acquired were Book of the Month books. Got them right at the beginning of June. The first one I'll talk about is Malibu Rising. I have a book review for this on my channel if anyone's interested. I loved this book. I love Taylor Jenkins Reid now. I've read 3 of her books, including this one. They've all been 5 stars, and she's pretty much just an instant buy author for me at this point. The other Book of the Month pick that I picked was The Maidens. And whenever I look at this book, I always want to call it The Iron Maidens, which I don't know why, but that's just dumb. Anyway, I read his other book a few years ago called The Silent Patient, and it was pretty good. I kind of guessed, I don't know, pretty early on, what was going on. There was a section of the book towards the end where, something got explained that I wasn't sure how it was going to be explained, and he did it in a clever way, and so I liked that. And the book was good, so I'm hearing good things about this one. I'm hearing people either are totally surprised by the ending or they guessed it right away. I'll be interested to see which camp I lie under. Which camp I lie under? The fuck? I've also really enjoyed my rereads of 12 Kings and Sherikai and With Blood Upon the Sand. I've read them for the Olympics readathon that's going on, and I loved them. And next month, I'm going to be jumping into the third book. So I decided, why not? Let's go ahead and get the fourth book. Not too much to say about it because it's the fourth book in a series, but, you know, I'm very excited to eventually get to it. Oh yeah, I should probably say what the title of the book is. Beneath the Twisted Trees. It's a fitting title for the series, and if you read the first book, you'll know why. For this next book, I have a used bookstore that I've acquired a lot of store credit and a lot of like free book points for, and I decided to use my free book coupon for this book, which is The Black Company by Glenn Cook, which is kind of an omnibus of the first 3 Black Company books, which is cool because technically I got 3 books for free, so hopefully it's good. I know I've tried to read this once in the past and I couldn't even finish the first chapter. Maybe I'm a little bit more invested in fantasy now where I can kind of dig into it a little bit more and hopefully enjoy it. The next 2 books I got when I went to Second and Charles, which is like my all-time favorite bookstore. First one is an Octavia Butler book called Wild Seed. Now I've tried, or actually didn't try, I read Parable of the Sower, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I did really enjoy her writing style, but the story itself I wasn't too interested in. I ended up giving it 3 stars. But the story for this one, from what I gather, sounds way more interesting than Parable of the Sower, so hopefully it's good. The other book I picked up from there is Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Now this book sounds really interesting to me because I love when stories have sort of non-linear timelines where the story kind of jumps back and forth between the different timelines. One of my favorite books that I'm currently rereading now is Lies of Locke Lamora, and that does it brilliantly. So I'm hoping that I'll like that element of this book very much. However, I did read her first book, was it called Darker Shade of Magic? And I wasn't, like, it was good. Like, it was a 4-star book, and I really enjoyed the 2 main characters. But any other kind of character that we got, I just wasn't a fan of. And the ending was kind of lackluster. I really don't plan on continuing with the series, but hopefully this one, I've heard this one is superb. So hopefully I like it. These next 2 books are horror books, and they're both by Stephen Graham Jones. One of them is The Only Good Indians, and the other one is Mongrels. I've heard Evie from She Was Only Evie and Leslie from The Nerdy Narrative. They talk about this author and these 2 books in particular a lot, and they love these books, and I'm very much excited to jump into this book next month. And honestly, I have no idea what these books are about. All I know is that they're horror books, and I love jumping into books not knowing much about them, so I can be as surprised as possible. The only thing I'm basing these books off of are Evie's and Leslie's enjoyment, so hopefully you guys don't steer me wrong here. These next 3 books should make Alan from the Library of Alexandria very happy, and that's because I got 3 Discworld books. I got Mort, Guards, and Going Postal. I tried starting Discworld like years ago, and I of course started with The Color of Magic, which is apparently the worst place to start with, which is weird because it's the very first book. Oh well. But now I've since learned that there's multiple starting points to the series, including these 2 books, Guards, and Mort. These are apparently some of the best places to start with. However, I did a little bit of research, and I've heard some people say that this is also a good starting point. And I think for me, I'm very interested in this. It's called Going Postal, and it's about this guy who, right before he's about to get hanged, someone gives him the option of you can either be hanged or you can run the post office. And I'm actually a postal carrier, and so I'm very interested to see what Terry Pratchett does with the post office in a fantasy setting. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. Also, another reason why I want to start with that book is that many of the Discworld books have no chapters, and that is one of my biggest bookish pet peeves ever. I hate when books don't have chapters. Like, it's just one long thing, and I don't like that. But for this book, Going Postal, it actually has chapters, which when I saw that, I was sold. Like, it starts with chapter 1, and I'm like, yeah, I have to start with this. Sorry, Alan. And I saved the best looking book for last. This book is absolutely stunning, and that would be Winds of Strife. Look at that masterpiece. Oh my god. This is easily the best looking book that I own. Now again, I don't know a whole lot about this book going in. All I know is that there's a few people in our Discord chats that love this book. It's supposed to have a really cool magic system, and it's supposed to have these cool witch hunters and like a witch hunting plot. I'm very interested in trying this book out. But yeah, I still can't get over how beautiful this cover is. Just look at that. Just brilliant. Brilliant cover. All right, that is my June book haul. All of the books that I bought in the month of June. So many books. So little time. There's so many books that I want to read that I know I'll never get to. This is so stupid. Anyway, what do you guys think of the books that I bought in the month of June? Have you read any of these books? Did you like them? Did you hate them? Were you kind of mad about them? Either way, let me know down in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching and have a terrific day.